My word, look what we found on top of this grassy, windswept hill. 2 male lions, dominant males of the south of Phinda. And they are looking very content. Very restful at the moment. Look at the wind through their manes, it's just beautiful. And these lions, they're lying like 2 little carbon copies of each other, one in front and one behind. And I think they've chosen that spot because you can see they're lying on one of the 2 tracks of the road. It's probably a lot more comfortable than lying in the grass because there's lots of ticks in this grass at the moment. Look how that one lion's actually got fur growing out of his elbow. Such a dark-maned lion. And he's just very curious about that vehicle starting its engine there, just keeping a beady eye on it. And I think he'll probably nod back off now. So do you see those bellies? They are slightly swollen, but I don't think that they have eaten anything big recently. They may have just still been in the process of digesting a meal from a couple of days back when they flopped down here to sleep. So maybe they'd be tempted if something walked past to have a look and see if it's a possibility for them to catch. But these lions, incredibly, I think the reason why they are lying so flat and are so tired is because last night they were seen far in the south of the reserve, probably about 15 or 20 kilometers away, and in the middle of the night they've walked that distance to land up here, all in one single night. It's an incredible feat. No wonder they're exhausted. And what would possess them to have done that would probably be to find the pride of lions in this area. They probably maybe heard a roar or felt like they needed to go and patrol a different area of the territory. Maybe heard this pride of lions which frequents this area roaring, and they decided to walk all the way. It's amazing. And maybe we'll be lucky enough to see that pride of lions this morning. If they have come all the way to see the pride, then I'm sure that they're not far from them. But we're going to stick with these lions for sure, see what they get up to this morning. And we will send you now over to Bayala with Fred to see what they're up to. Then just sitting here on top of this hill enjoying the breeze, and you can actually see it rustling through their mane. Watch actually how their bellies rise and fall with their big deep breaths, just resting after a long night's journey. So we are now going to send you over to Trish and her wild dogs, and we'll stick with these lions.
Amazing how calm things are here, but you can see there's 3 hyenas in the distance. They're trying.
Right, everyone, something amazing has just happened. One of the lionesses of the pride that's around this area has just joined these 2 lions, and you can see the little cubs running through the bushes there. These 2 male lions got a huge fright. They didn't even see her arrive, but look, they're about to come and join. How amazing is this? Oh my goodness. 4 tiny, brand new little cubs. Look how curious they are to see their father. They probably haven't... It could be one of the first times they're ever meeting these 2 lions, because they would have been in a den away from other lions for many, many months. They've only been walking around with their mother. She's only just introduced them to the pride. This could be an amazing, amazing moment. Oh, look at Mom chasing them away. Please keep your distance. Because although, oh wow, very gently, but making them well aware that she doesn't want them too close. These are the fathers of these cubs, but she's still not taking any chances. Look at these little 4. Very, very playful. Not in the least bit worried about these males. Now they're more worried about the vehicle. Ah, this is a fantastic moment. Now we know why these 2 male lions have come to this area, because they obviously smelt signs of this female, maybe the rest of her pride, and now they've actually come to find them. And just like that, that meet and greet is over. I'm not sure why these lions are not interested in following this lioness, and I think it's got something to do with the fact that they know that she has got very, very young, small cubs, and they know that she's going to give them hell if they try any mating, that kind of thing with the lioness. She'll not be interested at all, because she's got such young cubs. She's got her cub safety to think of, and she also isn't an estrus, so she's just not receptive to them at the moment. So they know where they stand with her, and I think what they've come here for is to try and find any other females that don't actually have cubs at the moment. And I'm not sure where those females are. Normally, the females would all sort of hang around together and move around as a single pride, but when this female had her cubs, she would have started spending more and more time alone. You see how his eyes are gazing down after her, watching her go, almost like, hate to see you go, but I'm gonna just leave you go, because it's not worth the trouble you're gonna cause me if I continue to follow you. That was amazing. Can't believe it. So, although these are the fathers of those little cubs, they haven't been seen in the area of this pride for a long, long time, probably about 2 or 3 weeks. But that doesn't mean that when they're in this area, they met up with the pride while they were here. They've been hanging around with another different pride far in the south of the reserve. And so even though they fathered these cubs, I think it's probably one of the first, if not the first time, that they've met them. But the reason why they didn't react aggressively towards the cubs was because they know that female lion well. So they know that they mated with her, and so implicitly they know that those cubs belong to them. If it was a strange female lion that came into this area that they saw with small cubs, they would have probably killed those cubs without even thinking about it, because they want to perpetuate their own genes. So if they saw cubs that weren't theirs, they would kill them and mate immediately with the female afterwards, so that their genes have a better chance of permeating throughout the population of lions. So a very interesting piece of lion dynamics at play here. But after all that excitement, it looks like these two might just settle down again for a while longer.